Hi, I hope you are having a good day. My name is Chang, and I'm going to present to you my project for graphic user interface at Drexel Universities today. So my project name is called CI10X Archive. Let me start sharing my screen. So what is CI10X Archive, you ask? It is a web application that will allow Drexel students and faculties to create profiles and upload their personal projects as well as their schoolwork projects. They will also be able to search through and browse through other students' projects as well as their own, and this includes projects from previous academic years as well. So it will mainly be used by students and faculties that are in the track of CI 101, 102, and 103. This is because this track has a lot of projects by students, and this project was inspired by Dr. Tammy Pierman, who is in charge of this track. So these are some of the prototypes that I created before I started implementing the project. At the basic stage, you can see that we have the login page. This is after you've already created an account. And then when you have created an account, you can come in and create a project that is your own. So there would be academic year that this project belongs in, and each year there's different labs and team names. You can also create add people in your team if you wish. Supposedly these are also just like the sketches. So when I implemented the actual project, I did not get to this part yet. But essentially in the main page as well, you can have your projects that you have created, and you can look up projects that from other people. These sketches already include feedbacks and responses from my teammates, from my classmates who were giving me an user testing walkthrough. So for implementation, I use Flask, which essentially is a Python framework that allows me to connect the front end HTML and CSS with the back end, which is SQLite 3, another Python libraries that is very packaged and small. So for the implementation, since I couldn't really take all of the screenshots, I'm only going to show the main Python scripts that are used to run and connect backend and front end. So in the main run.py, we have the Flask app that is created, and then the two main classes that connect with the database, the user class, which are the accounts, and the projects that user will be using to create. And in the form.py, we have the forms that will be rendered to the HTML front end, the login and registration forms that have email, password, and the role ID, which allows users to choose the role of their own, if they are a student or if they are a faculty. The project form will essentially be the form that has the project information. So I'm going to show you a demo of this web application now. One thing to remember is, since this is only being live hosted on the Drexel VPN, you do have to be on the Drexel campus or use a VPN to connect to Drexel in order to render this page. But I will be sharing what it should look like. So as you can see here, this is the Drexel archive main web page. Let me make sure that's the right page. Yes. So it's the Drexel archive main web page, and it has the about, which essentially tells you what this application is about, and the contact of our faculties that are in charge of the course, Dr. Tammy Pierman. In the first step, you would have to register in order to actually start an account. I'm going to create a new account here, and you do have to create enough 8 character at least for the password in order for it to be able to go through. I'm going to pretend that this is a fake account. This is a student role. You can also choose to be a faculty. In fact, actually, let me just try and see if I can create a faculty. Faculty, and then can choose to remember so that your browser would remember this. So now that we have successfully registered, we can go back to the main archive and log in with our new account. I'm not sure exactly what password we can remember. And now that we've got a new account, we can upload a new project. Let's say I want to create a project for this year. The lab number would be 6869. The project name, let me see if I can say this is example project. Usually for project description, students would put in the link to their demonstration of the project, or maybe their GitHub, or so on. So I'm going to create this project. Now you can see that the project has been created, and you can go back to the main page and see this project here. We can go in and change this. We can say that this is, let me see if I can say faculty example, and I can say this is I need to keep it as testing for now. We can create it. It has been updated, and we can go back to the main page and we can see that faculty example was created. It's changed the name. We can also go through search projects and see other students' projects, and that's about it. And also actually, you can also change the profile page and edit profile. So if I wanted to have my full name, I can also save this and it would be updated. My profile has been updated. And then that's about it. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.